gentlemen, do you smell what The Rock is clawing? It's The Mummy Returns, coming up next on Least Important Things.
Oh no, not these guys again!
Next summer, Universal Pictures presents Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hanna, Arnold Vosloo, Odette Fair, Patricia Velasquez, introducing Freddie Both, and The Rock as the Scorpion King. The Mummy returns.
Welcome to a podcast called Least Important Things, a show about movies, friendship, and finding meaning in the most important of the least important things. I'm your host, Luke Ferris. In today's episode, yes, friends, we are uncovering the 2001 sequel of The Mummy for our special rewatch series. It's The Mummy Returns, and of course, we have some returning guests that look nervous to talk about this film. Joining me on the Mummycast, as we're calling it, is my theme park connoisseur, Mike Wynne. Mike Wynne, welcome back.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Thanks for returning.
I almost wore my Universal Studios shirt.
Oh, that would have been good. We're going to talk
cool.
about some theme parks a little later on. We're really excited. And of course, we have brought back our our beautiful friend who's typically here for notorious sequels.
Yeah.
And Zach Hall, welcome back. This one might be the best notorious sequel of them all. This one's going to be one of the tops.
Yeah, this is the top one for all of my reviews of everything.
Is it possible that this is the least important of the least important things?
Yes,
Definitely the least important of all of them.
things.
That is actually a good post. Thanks for having me on, by the way.
Yes.
I didn't know if your viewers knew that I had a bottom half.
You do. You have a bottom
ranky.
half. Yeah, if you're watching on YouTube or on Apple Podcasts.
Yes.
Both Mike and Zach are here in the studio. We're thrilled. Zach's been here before, but first time recording.
Yes.
And you brought your the bottom half.
I brought it with me, yes,
Which-
and I put it on.
The better half.
The better
before the
half. Some would say the better half. Finally came. We also have a long time. I would say behind the scenes.
Oh, look at this! This is hilarious.
He's got it. I hope that wasn't
producer-
important. He's going to rip it.
No, it's not important. It's actually not. It's not.
But he's doing advertising.
incredible.
He's advertising the podcast.
No, it's fine.
He's going to be mad that I took
Long-time
it.
producer of the show. Actually was part of Two Beers, Two Nerds, a defunct podcast that Zach and I started years ago.
Sorry,
yes,
dude.
yes. Our producer, Winston, is here. Winston, what are your thoughts?
Yes, tell us.
I agree.
audio?
We've come
That
a
good
long
audio?
way. We've come a long way since
Good
that very small apartment.
This will have to be cut out soon.
No, it won't. We're very
No,
happy
we'll
to have
keep it all in.
Winston.
Keep it all in.
We're
All
very
in.
happy to have Winston here. Thank you for joining us. A longtime producer who's thrilled to be here.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled to talk about The Mummy. In honor of the return of The Mummy, in honor of Winston, in honor of a very special movie star that launched his career in this film, I thought we could have a beverage that is created by said star, The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. This is his tequila, Terramana. This is an añejo tequila. Now, there's no pressure to drink a lot of this.
Okay.
There's a little pressure to drink a little. I have some mugs that we can put this, and I brought ice as well, so you can put a little ice.
Thank you.
In honor of The Rock, I felt like we should drink a little Terramana tequila.
Okay. I was going to start the podcast upside down in my chair, but
Yes.
I will end it
You'll-
instead. That way.
So there's a little Terramana pour.
Wow. Okay.
That's a gentleman's pour.
That was a
Terramana.
gentleman's pour.
It's a Terramana pour.
Okay.
Get some ASMR. Would you like ice?
Just one QB, please. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Terramana.
Terramana. Wow. Okay.
I do a little ice in mine, and we are drinking these in our fake corporation mugs in honor of the show.
Yes.
You can. I put a little lime in mine. I think
Mm-hmm.
that's nice.
Let the record reflect. I hate tequila.
Yes, I figured you both don't like tequila.
I'm
which
scared
I'll-
of tequila. I had a lot of tequila back.
Yes,
a long time
I
ago.
think
In the good old days.
this is soaked in whiskey barrel, so it's the closest tequila I could get to that. But in honor of Rock, the movie star, cheers.
Yes,
cheers,
cheers.
gentlemen.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I like these mugs, by the way.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, thank goodness for lime.
Tastes
Oh
like
my
scorpions. Tastes like
A
scorpions.
lot like scorpions. Do you
You know
agree?
what? Not as bad as I thought.
Not as, I figured the whiskey aged barrel stuff would be good.
Yeah.
What do you think, Winston?
What do you think?
Yes. Well, friends, before we get started, thank you for joining us. Thank you for returning to the Mummy Returns and the Mummycast. If you're here, you're in for it. If you didn't listen to the first episode about the mummy, wow, welcome. This is going to be a journey. If you have, thank you for joining us. Before we get into the nitty gritty, but we want to just say we're really excited to do this. We haven't done a rewatch series in a long time, and we're loving it. So we're going to continue this on. Obviously, this is the second of the three movies in the trilogy. We will also be doing a fourth where we actually just decided this, where we're going to
Literally 2 minutes before this.
we're going to, instead of doing the Tom Cruise one, instead of doing all the Scorpion King sequels, instead
altogether.
of doing the original Mummy, we're going to divide and conquer and kind of do homework and come back. So it's going to be all the other Mummy properties, all the other movies in this Universal Mummy properties, and then we're going to talk about it. So that's going to be kind of like where we're headed. That's the vision of the Mummycast. And if you want to learn more, go ahead and visit us on Patreon. That's patreon.com/leastimportantthings. And you can become a free or paid member, and you'll get alerts on when new episodes are coming out and more special surprises. And most importantly, this is an independent podcast. And the best way you can help the show is by recommending it to someone. So whether they're a Mummy fan or not, please let them know about this show. Or if maybe you're on a Zeppelin flying through the Sahara Desert, maybe you just have some time on your hands and you want to talk about podcasts. And if you're in that situation, please recommend Least Important Things. Now, gentlemen, we have a great sponsor for today's episode. Listeners, viewers, every rewatch episode, we have a special sponsor on the show. I don't endorse any company, product, or organization unless I truly believe in it. And this sponsor is one that I believe in. Today's episode is brought to you by Magic Carpet Airlines. Do you need a nefarious charter through cursed lands? Maybe a getaway ride for a heist? Or just your average rescue mission in an ancient hidden oasis? Then look no further than Magic Carpet Airlines. We have a fine selection of antique planes and blimps for any travel needs across the greater Cairo area. Our pilots are well-bathed, rested, and trained for any journey at any time. Please visit Magic Carpet Airlines to make your Egyptian travel wishes come true. Just ask for Izzy. Magic Carpet Airlines only accept payments in gold, ancient artifacts, spears disguised as scepters.
Also, that's perception, not
yes,
a liability.
Liability. When's the last time you guys have been on a blimp or a Zeppelin and done a journey across ancient lands?
I actually have an actual story about this.
You do?
Yeah.
This is not planned.
I've actually, so in Turkey, they have a...
Did you say Turkey?
Turkey.
That's how you pronounce it.
Yep.
Oh, God. Cool.
I
didn't know.
I think they were...
This is a highfalutin podcast.
They didn't like being the second top Google search
Oh,
for Turkey.
okay.
Yes.
Got you. That's fair.
But when I've been to Turkey a couple times. I have friends there. And in the middle of the country, there's a national park, Gourmet National Park or whatever. It's a massive national park. And it's where Cappadocia is. And Cappadocia is famously one of the things that like Turkey is known globally for are their hot air balloon rides at sunrise. So I have actually done a hot air balloon ride in Gourmet where, we got up at 2:00 in the morning and got bused to a field where they blew up a hot air balloon and we went up. Yeah, they blew it up. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gas powered.
Yeah, gas powered. And and I was actually very scared of this.
I would be scared. I'd be terrified.
But it was one of the smoothest rides ever. Like, it was actually a very amazing experience. And if you're ever in Turkey, I think this is like one of the coolest things you could do traveling ever.
And we learned that it's quiet too, so it's good for sneak attacks.
Very quiet.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like still and quiet. And the pilot that we had is like a legitimate
that's his job.
Like his job is to pilot airplanes, to pilot hot air balloons,
Now, how many people were planning on proposing that day, like out of the group? Because there's a lot that go off all at once, right?
Oh yeah. There
so,
was hundreds.
Was
of hot
every
air
other
balloons.
person about to do a proposal?
No, there was actually a lot of. It's so funny you asked. Thanks for asking. By
yes,
the way.
I did.
what actually is kind of a reasonably large or relatively large business in that area is people will travel from neighboring countries and regions to Turkey, which is strategically located. Like you have Asia, the Middle East, and Europe, all kind of there. And this is a very, very like Instagrammable place, so people actually own dress rental businesses in town, and you can rent like really nice dresses and then take them on your photo shoot, whether you're gonna be in in a blimp or hot air balloon,
or just having it as a backdrop,
or having the whole skyline as a backdrop. And so as we were in this hot air balloon, there were people in different sections, because there's like 9 sections in the hot air balloon. There were people in there who were taking photos and everything. It was kind of chilly that early in the morning. But then also, as we were going up and down throughout Gourmet, there were people. There was dozens, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people just in different areas of the national park,
just like
taking photo shoots where their backdrop, they're on the ground, their backdrop is me.
It's you.
Yeah.
It's the biggest photo bomb in human history.
Just sitting there. Just like his letterbox.
Yeah,
It really is.
Letterbox profile.
Look, if you're listening and you're like, what is going on? I've never heard of this. If you just Google Cappadocia hot air balloons or Turkey hot air balloons, this is like this is a very famous thing. Yeah.
Now, I would like them to have a rental shop where you can get the costumes from Mummy Returns. So Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, you could dress up.
Do this.
I want Rachel Weisz dress.
I would like to dress up as Rachel
Yeah.
Weisz. Yes. Well, thank you. I did not expect that we were going to have a hot air balloon corner here on the podcast, but that's just the scratching the surface of what could possibly happen today.
Honestly, I think that's more content than we might have for the rest of this episode, so it might replace everything.
Some good filler. All right, let's move on to Back of the VHS. Now, this is the segment where, let's just say it's 2001. It is a summer's day, like today, a beautiful summer's day. But you want to watch a film as a family or with your friends, and maybe you're at a local Blockbuster or video store, and you're walking down the aisles, and you say, "Hey, they made another Mummy. I really love the Mummy."
Such a good movie.
So you take that box and you flip it around, and this is what you would read, Michael.
Oh yeah, we give it to him, right?
Yes.
The year's biggest action adventure is coming home with a vengeance. Brendan Fraser and an all-star cast reunite with Stephen Sommers for explosive, non-stop thrills in the ultimate roller coaster movie ride. From the Seattle Post-Intelligence, sir.
Wow, the Seattle Post. They made it. They made it to the back of the back of the VHS.
An ancient legacy of terror is unleashed when an accursed mummy, Imhotep, played by Arnold Vosloo, is resurrected, along with a force even more powerful, the Scorpion King, The Rock.
Just The Rock.
Yeah, not Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Not Dwayne, yeah.
Now, as the fate of all mankind hangs in the balance, Rick O'Connell, played by Brendan Fraser, and his wife Evie, played by Rachel Weisz, embark on a daring, desperate race to save their son and the world from unspeakable evil. We'll get into why it's unspeakable. Supercharged and pulse-pounding action and spectacular special effects that'll blow you away, The Mummy Returns is the best adventure movie of the year. MTV Radio.
Beautiful, Mike. Thank you for sharing the back of the VHS. I like that one because it mentioned roller coasters, so I thought you would like that one.
Yeah. Also, they put The Rock on the back because The Rock doesn't have speaking roles. Dwayne would have speaking roles.
Dwayne would. It's just The Rock doesn't. He's just
The Rock just goes,
He just makes noises.
Yes.
Now, I think that's a pretty that's accurate of what the plot is. And you're like, okay, that seems like a very basic, straightforward plot. Maybe not so much once we get into it.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there any description of plot in there?
Well,
Save the world.
Save the world.
Yeah, big heavy hitter knockout fight. They're kind of previewing it there.
Is that plot?
We just it's more of this like name dropping.
Yeah,
Have you guys seen? There's a popular book. You can go online and look it up. The title of the book is The Plot.
Oh, that's good.
And it's like a satire, right?
Oh, really?
And there's a sequel Do you want to know what the name?
Plot twist.
No, that would be hilarious. No,
The setting,
no, the sequel.
the sequel. Cool.
Nice.
Nice.
Well, this is a sequel, and it is directed and written by Steven Sommers, and it is starring Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, John Hannah, Arnold Vosloo. These are all returners. Patricia this is gonna be tough. Okay.
Yeah.
Patricia, who did
Oxynamore.
thank you. Freddie Both as Alex. Oded Feher returns as Arth Bay. And then we have some newcomers. Elun Armstrong as Mr. Hafez. The bad guy from The Bourne Identity as Lochna. I cannot say his name. I'm so sorry.
Isn't it Mr. Echo too?
Yes,
in
he's
Lost?
he's in everything.
Yeah.
Especially at this time, like he's
Yeah.
about to be in everything that you love. Sean Parks as Izzy, and then this says Dwayne Johnson in IMDb, but it is The Rock.
It is right.
As the Scorpion King. All right, on to facts that you can fact check. I'm not going to do the work for you. The Mummy Returns was released on May 4th, 2001. That weekend, you could have also seen Driven, Bridget Jones's Diary, Spy Kids, and Along Came
The
a
first Spy
Spider.
Kids?
The first Spy Kids.
Can we do a rewatch for Spy Kids?
Yeah, that would be
That's
good.
pretty great.
The Spy Cast.
Yeah.
That's great.
Spy Kids is really good. I haven't watched it in a long time. That would be fun. The film's budget was $98 million. The film's budget was $98 million, and it went on to gross an incredible $436 million worldwide, briefly setting home video records.
How much worldwide?
436.
And what was the budget? 90?
98. This movie did great.
Why are people watching it?
So we've talked about this in our other franchises. If the first movie does well, the second movie always does better. Doesn't matter about the quality because people are buying tickets based on the first movie. It's just like how in the Pirates movies, like
Stop. The second Pirates movie was good.
we don't have time for that.
But it also like it kind of jumps into another genre because it becomes like not just a horror movie in the second one. You bring your family after the first one because you know it's like PG-13 enough for your kids to go. So it definitely became like a family movie the second round. So bring your kids, enjoy that. And also like it's a pretty good international film too.
Yeah, and the VHS aspect, like
Because of the multilingual. Yeah.
Multilingual.
yeah, it's really inclusive. It has all these languages that come
Yeah, a lot of languages that you actually would understand outside of this country. You're right. Yeah.
The much criticized digital effects. We're just getting right into it of the Scorpion King. If you haven't seen this movie, yes, the
Were they criticized at the time? Because
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, was rushed. They only completed it 8 days before the film's release.
8 days?
8 days before the film's release.
8 days?
Yes.
Oh
How did
my
they ship?
God.
How did they ship the movie then?
I don't know. Mike, how would you describe the CGI of The Rock in the finale sequence, Battle Royale at the end of the movie?
They did a really good job of trying to make sure the close-ups were still shots.
The smoothest skin for a Scorpion
Yes.
King ever.
It is. When we talked about it in the first episode, the Mummy holds up pretty well from a CGI standpoint. The CGI of The Rock, it's The Rock's, much as we mentioned, Zach brought his bottom half.
Yes.
The Rock brought his top half.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really look like The Rock, but it is. It's supposed to be The Rock.
It looks like The Rock.
It's got
And
muscles.
and then
so
it's
The Rock.
a scorpion body.
Yes.
It's one of the most frightening things you would ever see.
Did ILM do this?
No.
They did the Mummy though, didn't they?
I don't know. We have to do.
I think-
you can.
I
you
thought
can,
that-
I think
thought
you
we
said
talked
that in the
about-
last.
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
Yeah.
You can.
Can you
I'm
fact check that?
I'm not
Can
gonna
you fact
do the
check
work.
your
I'm not
fact
gonna-
check?
I'm not going to do the work for you. Brendan Fraser tore his spinal disc, cracked a rib, and injured his knees during production.
Wow.
Dwayne Johnson suffered from food poisoning and sunstroke, and he lost over 10 pounds and said it was the worst I've ever felt in my life.
Food poisoning from what? Eating sand?
I guess so. In order to keep
Scorpions, come on.
his scorpions.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he ate that scorpion.
Oh, he ate that
Yeah,
scorpion.
He ate that scorpion.
Oh, that's not food poisoning. That's scorpion poisoning.
In order to keep his smooth body hairless, Arnold Vosloo had his entire body shaved twice a day.
What?
Yeah.
Whoa, twice a day?
Originally, he tried waxing, but he couldn't stand the pain. That's called doing it for the movie.
Dude, that's like razor bumps galore,
Oh man,
too. Like,
Imhotep doing it for the clean.
So they had
look.
to CGI the razor bumps.
yeah. Wait, did he not do that in the first one then?
I'm sure he did it in the first one.
Okay.
This
Well,
is-
they didn't have to.
Yeah. That's why they did. That's why
They
he's
had
not
one
in-
scene.
He had one
where
scene where he has skin.
That's why they killed him off at the end of this
Yeah,
one.
yeah, they're like, that's too much shaving. Freddie the Kid was a huge. I don't believe this, but
No.
this is Freddie was a huge fan of the
No.
Mummy. He had seen it over 30 times. He proclaims he passed on the opportunity to play in Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone to participate in this movie because The Mummy was one of his favorite movies. He also knew so much that he became a consultant on the first film. He knows every line in detail from the movie. When anyone on the set of The Mummy Returns needed to know something about the first movie, they asked him. It was his first professional acting job and his last. And I think that's why.
Is this like Bat Kid? Like he was about to die?
I think this is someone who was interviewed on a podcast
Okay.
15 years later and
Oh,
is making
yeah.
up that
Yeah.
he was going to be cast in Harry Potter. I think this is
And he
tall tales.
has an IMDb profile that can edit things and add stuff to the trivia.
Yes,
and,
I think this is someone who's working the cons and making
How
money
did wait?
by
Yeah,
being
what's
in
the
this
source
movie.
on that?
You can check the facts. But this is a classic with a lot of these genre movies is like, yeah, a child actor, like they are not reliable narrators.
Yeah, especially for something that isn't popular, they want to. It's the best one to claim.
Yeah, they're
fame
like,
on.
I am the Mummy 2 guy,
Yeah.
and I can go to.
My
cons and
favorite
sell
is when
money.
you get the like the kids who did the Sweet Life and the Sweet Life on Deck. Who are those?
Sweet
kids?
Life is Zach Cody.
Zach
Yeah,
and Cody.
I forget
Yeah,
their last
Zach
name.
and
or whatever,
Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
they're-
Sprouses.
My-
Sprouses,
the Sprouses, yeah.
Cole and something.
I mean, look, Disney stars, Disney child stars, whatever. But sometimes I'm just like,
I'm really excited.
you guys weren't 5. Like you did have some agency. But
I love you
anyway.
going at the Sprouse.
Yeah, coming at the
Did
Sprouse
not
string.
see that on the bingo card for this episode. Like,
It's not just about them. It's the whole thing.
It's a whole thing. The battle sequence and the Connell Manor was originally supposed to be set in a casino owned by Jonathan, which I actually think would be cool.
That would have been really cool.
But the budget constraints meant that the house used. Do you know what that house was also in?
I did peep at the trivia, so I
The
won't answer.
Omen, 1976. Was that house?
I have
was
so
in
many
The
questions.
Omen.
So hold on, you're saying that there were budget constraints, so we couldn't be in a casino. So instead, we're in a 400,000
Yes.
square foot house.
Yes.
That we ruin.
Unreliable
Absolutely. Shoot through doors and
IMDb
all that
trivia.
stuff.
Ardith Bay is the only person in the film who refers to Imhotep as the creature, which I love when
That's
he
cool.
says that. This is explained in the novelization of the film,
Mm-hmm.
which also states that Ardith fears even referring to Imhotep by name. Ardith Bay in the novel overcomes this unease and reluctantly infers him as Imhotep.
I'm kind of glad the novelization goes into Ardith because I actually have a problem with Ardith in this movie.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah,
Okay,
I
'cause
do not enjoy
We
it.
love novelization, so
I need to
I'm-
know what was going
I
on
want to
in
read the
this
So
novelization.
novelization is in like a novel. They like Universal commissioned an author to
Yes.
make a book
Yeah.
after the
Yes.
movie was produced.
Did
Did
you
you-
listen to my novelization
Yeah, did
episode
you
on
do-
Least Important Things, this very feed?
No.
Okay, could take it a listen.
Yeah.
It'll explain a lot.
You'll learn a lot.
I don't have any actually down here. We have all of our novelizations near the TV. Audrey organized them, so all of the
But
books with adaptations or novelizations.
But that's different.
So you can
So a
follow
book
along.
with an adaptation to a movie is different than what you're describing. That's what I was
Go
trying
listen-
to understand.
Yes. So a novelization.
Sorry, Luke. I don't listen to every freaking word that comes out of your mouth.
In the director's commentary for the film, writer-director Steven Summers expressed that the idea of the Scorpion King keeping stones carving directions of how to kill him and the cipher was ridiculous. So I'm glad at least he was self-aware. And then I don't know if you knew this, guys, we might have to add this to our list.
Okay.
The Mummy, the animated series.
What?
Yeah, it exists. I
The
watched
Magi
it.
was created by Amar, the son of the Pharaoh's bodyguard, and it also reaffirmed that the Magi have been around for 3,000 years. So go check out Mummy, the animated series.
Brendan Fraser has blonde hair in it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, I'm new to the whole Mummy thing. Like I knew about the movies and everything. I had seen the Mummy and I had seen the Tom Cruise one.
All the
but,
rides.
Yes.
I
And
have
the rides.
So yeah, and the ride, yeah, whatever. So I'm familiar with the franchise. The more we get into this, the more it seems like Universal, upon completing building Universal Studios Florida,
Yes.
they looked at their IP and they looked at what Disney had and they were like, we need something. Can we spend billions of dollars on something? Like, can we find something
To spend money on.
to spend money on? And because we're gonna get into, I mean, there's spin-offs, there's an animated series, there's novelizations. Like, it really seems like there should be, there's got to be some something out there, some like what's the right word that I'm looking for? Some unsanctioned verbal, like oral history of what was going on in Universal Studios at the C-suite level that drove this, because nothing suggests this level of investment.
Besides 486
but Universal got other properties that were doing that. It wasn't like this.
I mean, it's interesting. I think what I could see if I was a C-suite at Universal, I would look at our competitors. I would say Lucasfilm owns the rights to Indiana Jones. They are licensing Indiana Jones to the Disney parks, but they're at this point they are not making Indiana Jones movies. And they're doing like young Indiana Jones and they have some novels, but like they're not maximizing it. And there's not a lot of action adventure, like this type of era of swashbuckling tales. Like you had Romance of the Stone, but like not from like a franchise
But why didn't they take
what? But they saw an opportunity.
But they had yes, they saw an opportunity, I understand, but why didn't they drive that through Amblin and Spielberg's vehicle rather than
That's true.
this?
That's a good point. I don't know.
Because they have the property and they gotta keep it going probably. So like
with the Mummy, they have to keep the Mummy
something.
going. Like I think they legally have to keep making Mummy
Why?
stuff, or they lose the rights to it. We'll have to double check that because I think that's an interesting point.
We should do it.
We should actually fact check
do
that.
an episode on that. Why
Okay.
studios reinvigorate properties that nobody wants so that they can keep the money,
because they keep the rights.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
because
that.
that's part
Yeah.
of it is you have to keep the rights. For those that don't know, a lot of times if you don't make especially if it's a bought property. So if Luke's movie studio buys the Mike Wynne show from Mike Wynne,
because it was failing.
but in the contract, it's a big IP and it has a lot of fans.
Yeah.
In the contract, I have to make a Mike Wynne show movie every 5 years. Otherwise, it goes up. Basically,
Back.
it becomes a
Yeah,
free
goes
agent
back.
or goes back to you.
yeah, exactly that.
I think that works. But I like it. It's a fascinating through line. I think so. And
We're no longer having an episode about the Mummy. I'm asking you to make a different episode now. So
It's a good idea though, because I mean, there's a lot of potential to do some deep dive research. That
Yeah.
honestly, we love.
Yeah,
get Greg Jackson in on this.
We do. We got to get
Yeah.
Greg, our man in the West. We'll have to get him and get some intel.
He's the man in the West.
He's the man in the West.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
We have a man. He's in the West.
Our man in the West. Our man in the West, Greg Jackson. Love you, brother. Okay, overall thoughts. You kind of just jumped into it. History with this movie, thoughts of rewatching it, thoughts of watching it for the first time. Was the first time for you, Mike?
Yeah, first time for me. So I told you guys this. Something was wrong with my stream, where literally every scene in which they talk in a different language, I did not have subtitles for, despite me trying to get them.
This has to be fair, this has happened to me when I stream movies on certain platforms. Like they do not like. I just watched The French Connection for the first time, and all the way through.
Good movie.
And they do not have none of the French was translated on my Tubi stream.
not
because-
very connected, honestly.
Yeah, which it was fine. It didn't hurt, but there was no French connection.
Yeah.
So here's the problem, though, because significant exposition of this movie takes place in a different language.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes,
So I had to use context clues to understand what this movie was about, and I just so you guys know what I'm coming in with. To the best of my understanding, the movie is about a mummy who's upset that there's no more moisturizer,
Whoa, you pulled
and
that
so
out.
he is eating other people's skin so that he can have moisturizer.
Which makes sense because he's in the desert.
And that's why
God.
Dwayne the Scorpion King's skin is so smooth at the end.
Because he has a
Because
oasis.
he has
the moisture.
Yes.
He has all the moisture in the desert.
This could just be like a Cetaphil or CeraVe commercial, essentially.
Yeah.
Like yes, I like it. Wow, a Jergens commercial. The Mummy Returns, sponsored by Jergens.
Because when he gets skid, he is moist. That is so well exfoliated and also hydrated
and
skin.
as we know, shaved multiple times.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Buttered, probably was buttered up.
Oh, they buttered
he
up.
was buttered up.
They buttered up. Good.
Zach, how about you? What was your experience? You're a big fan of this franchise, the first film, but like
First film.
What's your walk with this movie?
My walk with this movie is definitely, I have watched it before. I remember watching it as a 12-year-old and being very disappointed. And I was disappointed yet again. So I think, but rewatching this dug up a lot of that old trauma from the original watch, like Pig Beast. Like
the Pig Beast, I forgot that. I was like, I do not remember that in the TNT cut.
I did think that for some reason in the first movie there was the double bus and that, and it was cool to see that come out from out of frame, out of nowhere. Yeah, and also like it's a fun chase scene. So
it is. I like anytime like an adventure movie they go back to like London or a different urban area.
Exactly. So I think it's definitely one where recommending the series. I knew was going to be a step down for us, and I'm sorry for that going in. I will continue to apologize profusely for it. I know that it's a.
You don't need to apologize. We knew what we were in for.
Yeah, it's definitely.
Anytime we've done these franchise rewatches, it's not like we're like, wow, four amazing.
That second movie.
That second movie is so good. That
Born
fifth
was
movie.
better.
Born was very good.
I thought.
I'm proud of you.
Second was better than the first.
Yes, Born is better.
We had to do the episode, then let it simmer for him.
Yes.
Let him marinate,
and
so he
finally
could finally
that
agree
Born
to it.
is really, really good.
Yeah. So I think looking back at it, again, it was definitely a better family Friday night movie for us, sitting at home and watching an adventure.
Yes.
But not anything notable that like I can't say that this one sticks with me through life.
Yes.
So, but
the
Pygmies do.
Yes, this movie I forgot so much about it. It was one that was kind of always on TV. I mean, the first two movies were kind of always on. Yeah. So it's like I don't really remember watching it all the way through in like an adult context. I don't think I ever have, and I missed. There was a lot of stuff. Again, we talked about this last episode, but I think this is a really interesting time in cinema. This is the pre 9/11 films, and I think a lot of them are. I don't know if we really make movies. I guess the like Minecraft movie or some of the animated movies are like this. They're PG-13 or like a hard PG, and like everyone can go. Yeah. Like an 8-year-old can go, a 13-year-old can go, a parent can go. And I just feel like the innocence of these movies and that they are bombastic and crazy is part of this like pre 9/11 era of movies. Like we were mentioning Bournes. Like Bournes are very much post 9/11. We distrust the government, the government power. Like it is darkness. Like this is really the last year of these big, huge, happy, campy movies. Jurassic Park 3 we've talked about came out that summer as well. It's just an interesting time in history. I also think this is probably the perfect bar movie. Now, if you're at a bar and it has TVs, you're sitting down, you're hanging out with friends, you're catching up, you're having a couple of pints, and maybe they have a sports game on, and maybe they have another monitor that has TNT on.
I've never been to corner. I've only been to one bar that's like this.
And maybe they have a movie on.
Yeah.
Like they're on a different channel, or maybe like there was a hockey game on TNT and then now like they forgot to switch it.
Yeah.
And The Mummy 2 or the Mummy Returns, excuse me, is on in the background is the perfect just like you look up every now and again while you're walking to the bathroom or you're ordering another drink at the bar, you're just like, "Huh, what's going on here? What's Brendan Fraser doing? What's Rachel Weisz doing?" And look, like you don't really need. I mean, maybe there's subtitles, maybe there's not. It's just kind of a good background movie. That's how I would describe it.
This is so. There's a bar in Holland that you really like.
Yes.
Our brewing company. Yes. Shout out. Become a sponsor.
Yes.
And I do kind of think that this is kind of movie that I would see on there.
Yeah, it's a 5 o'clock happy hour. You're waiting for a friend. Like I don't like going on my phone if I'm alone at a bar or coffee shop. And that's why it's nice if they have a TV with a channel on. And that's a perfect example of a place where just if The Mummy 2 is on, I'd be thrilled.
And a giant mouth and a wave of water just catches your eye. And you're like, why?
What is going on here?
And you see it,
To me, it's a perfect bar movie. Okay,
let's go.
I'm going to take a sip of Terramana because I have to talk about Dwayne Johnson.
Okay.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
He was in this movie?
Yeah.
Yes. In spirit.
Yes, in CGI form and real life form.
They just use this image actually, because there is no that could not be his voice possibly.
No,
we can't verify.
This is my take.
Okay.
I think this is one of the most important movies in modern cinema history.
Oh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
No. Welcome to the show.
Oh my gosh. This guy gave 5 stars to Jurassic World.
Give it to us
because he saw it in a theater.
Dwayne Johnson is pound for pound one of the biggest movie stars of all time. The amount of money he brings in, the amount of people who see his movies.
Are you saying pound for pound because he literally has pounds of muscle?
And pound for pound. Culturally, he is one of the biggest stars of all time in movie history, in modern movie history.
Box office,
megastar. All the numbers,
yeah.
huge. This is his first film feature debut. He has this movie, comes out 2001. He does another movie called Long Shot in 2001 where he plays a cameo. That's his 2001. Then Scorpion King 2002. The Rundown 2003, which I just started watching, which I'm excited to watch.
That's when it starts, yeah.
Walking Tall 2004, which is a remake. Doom in 2005, which is a video game adaptation.
Not that good, but yes.
Gridiron Gang 2006. The Game Plan 2007. Get Smart in 2008. Race to Witch Mountain 2009.
Great.
And then we get to 2010. Does 3 movies: Tooth Fairy, Faster, and The Other Guys.
Oh, yeah, Other Guys.
So he's doing a big movie every year where he's the star. They're not like the best movies. Some of them are Disney movies. Some of them are kids' movies. But he is the face of a movie. Right after this, it changes everything. And then we get all the way up. We do Other Guys in 2010. And then there's a franchise, which we've mentioned before, that has done 4 movies. They're kind of like, we want to make more. We're owned by Universal. And who could we bring in to help inject life into this franchise? And it's Fast 5. Dwayne Johnson is brought in as Hobbs in Fast 5. Okay. And then it turns. And Dwayne Johnson becomes the Dwayne Johnson we know. Yeah. He's not just like, the WWE star who's now doing a fun Disney movie. He becomes a behemoth, box office behemoth. But it all goes back to this first appearance in The Scorpion King.
I can't disagree with you more.
Really?
Yeah.
That it's a good movie, or that?
I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying this launches a career within 10...
No, this movie has nothing to do with that. Here's why. I would agree with you if Dwayne The Rock Johnson was the first WWE star to parlay fame in the ring to a successful film career.
Yes.
And he's not.
I know he's not, but I'm just saying this movie is... And
you actually made a better case for Fast 5 being a bigger movie in his career than this one.
But this is where it starts.
This is where it starts. I'm not saying this is the most important thing.
They threw him into a desert and just had him try to act for the first time ever. Clearly, he's got a lot to work on.
Yes.
And they make him eat a scorpion. Like, this is where he starts, like, okay, this is what I could be as a wrestler. They could just throw me into the fire at every film. Yeah. Or I could also be, I could take some smaller, more subtle roles, or roles that aren't as risky. I think it's a good start for him. And Scorpion King, honestly, it leads to Scorpion King to create him as, like, an actual protagonist.
He's not just going to be a character like a heavy. I agree, Mike. I think all the way up to maybe Get Smart, but I really think to the Other Guys, he's in
the Other Guys for 5 minutes.
For 5 minutes.
But what I'm saying is, all those movies post his first appearance, pretty typical WWE star, John Cena level. Like, okay,
I think isn't Steve Austin in Walking Tall too?
Yeah, like. But what I'm saying is, like, that is pretty average WWE star. Like, okay, fine, you made a Disney movie, action movie, blah 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 blah, and then Fast 5, I think, elevates him to the next level because he's not even comparable to John Cena.
I actually think so you mentioned Tooth Fairy. I actually haven't seen it, but the thing about Tooth Fairy was it actually showed.
Just wait for the Tooth Fairy episode coming up.
Cool. It actually did show that he had range.
Right.
And so it was the Tooth Fairy that actually challenged this, macho perception that he had.
Right.
And showed that this guy's actually got a little bit of range.
Yeah.
He can work with kids.
Yeah.
Which is a big deal in Hollywood. And we know he's got muscles for days. Mm-hmm. When did he do Moana?
Moana was
years later, 2018.
2018. So Moana, he's already
yeah.
But then I agree that's the thing is, like, it's like what do they talk about technology like when advancement, it doubles.
Oh yeah.
Like I after Fast 5, it just he goes elevates. I
remember Fast 5, and I remember. But here's the thing is, in my our memories are weird. We tend to
speak for yourself.
We tend to
yes.
remember things differently, right?
Yes.
And I remember him in Fast 5. I remember watching Fast 5 in the theater, And I remember thinking like, oh yeah, that's weird. That's Dwayne Johnson. Like he's not like a huge movie star, but like I also was not surprised that he fit in that movie.
Yeah,
like
it worked.
Like he was an established actor. I'm struggling with your assertion, which is what you made. Is your assertion is that this movie, The Mummy Returns, is one of the most important movies in cinema history
because it launches with one of the biggest stars of all time. Without this movie, we don't have one of the biggest stars of all time. This begins the journey. Someone get Stevens. Okay, watch. There's an actors on actors variety with Brendan Fraser and Dwayne Johnson.
You do your own fact checking.
And Dwayne Johnson says to Brendan Fraser, "Thank you for casting me." He's like, "You took a chance on me because you were."
Yeah, but that's so what? It was his first. That's just his first on.
But he believes it.
Appearance.
He agrees with me, and that's all you need to know.
But
All right.
Imagine that they didn't make a Scorpion King movie. That was his what if it just stopped there?
At Scorpion King? Yeah, it would be. Oh, remember that?
No, not even Scorpion King.
Oh,
this was it.
This.
Imagine that. Imagine that alternative
So
universe.
is Scorpion King, because he was already cast in Scorpion King by the time this was released. They were in post production.
Yeah. Scorpion King was.
So
in
is Scorpion King the biggest movie in?
Sure, you could argue. You could probably.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here!
All right, let's move on to the last time on the O'Connells. That's a new segment. So the last time we saw the O'Connells, they weren't the O'Connells. They were not married.
Yeah.
But they did get married. They had a kid.
Yeah.
Also, the O'Connells have money. We talked about this in the last episode. We weren't sure. They have lots of money. They have an estate. They're still very much into each other, maybe a little too much. The parents are still very
incredibly into each other.
It's beautiful.
It's good for a marriage.
It's great to watch, and then you realize the kid's over there playing with a dangerous bracelet.
Yes, like too problematic. Not taking care of your kids.
Just quit hitting at each
And
other
also,
for a little bit.
and also still tomb raiding, which I'm glad they haven't stopped that.
Exactly,
as we mentioned in the first episode.
But tomb raiding and leaving their kid out in a public area with lots of ladders.
Zach, it was a different time of parenting, you know.
He felt bad for rescuing his parents. Like, that's crazy.
Kids today are so Overwatch. People care way too much. Back in the 30s, we really knew how to parent.
It was just better times back then.
Let me tell you. And then, of course, as I mentioned, they do have a kid, and his name is Alex.
Oh.
Zach, what are your thoughts on Alex the kid?
So Alex, I wasn't a fan of until after watching this movie and thinking and really stewing on his presence in this film.
Yeah,
Alex himself is an interesting thing because he just becomes very second fiddle, like almost immediately.
Yes.
He is just something to get kidnapped, but also just keep Jonathan company.
Yes.
But as I thought about this more, guys, I realized what the theme of this, specifically this movie, is about.
Yes,
and
Mummy Returns.
It is reincarnation.
Okay.
So
okay.
Ellie is like reincarnated thing. Oxenamor is like also brought back. What if Alex was also a subject of reincarnation?
Oh.
Who are we missing in this movie?
Benny.
Benny. What if Alex is a reincarnation
Benny.
of Benny, punished by the Egyptian gods to accompany in his entire life his arch nemesis Riccocado?
I like it. I actually really like it.
The movie is 10 times better now.
And also just like to keep Jonathan company, because we need
Yes.
Jonathan there to save the day at the end.
Yes. I really like that.
Yeah.
I think that
Whichever necklace god you want to pull out.
Yes. Well, it is weird that they do all this backstory, which we'll get into, and then it's just Alex. Just
Alex.
So far, that's the best take of this entire podcast.
I'm glad. I didn't think about it until literally like 3 days ago.
That's incredible.
But his presence otherwise is not.
Alex
needed.
is Benny. Alex is Benny.
And
it does show why he's a little scared of Imhotep, but not really. Like he's like used to Imhotep because in his previous life he worked with him.
And immediately he's like the first scene you see him and Rick's yelling at him, just like he would Benny.
Right. Oh my god.
Alex, go back, get away. Leave.
And he grabs stuff. He grabs the bracelet.
Exactly. He's very, very.
He's a klepto.
He likes shiny things.
Wow. That's pretty good. All right, let's move on to Mike's nap check-in. I know you had trouble with the subtitles, but how was your watch experience?
So I split this watch into 2 different evenings. So I watched,
well, great strategy.
like 30 to some odd minutes one night, and then the rest of it actually beforehand today. I fell asleep a lot, guys.
Yes.
I probably fell asleep
a safe space.
5 or 6 times,
Safe space.
and I had to go back.
Okay.
I'd
So you
wake
watched
up,
it multiple times.
I would wake up and I'd be like, "Why are we in a double-decker bus?" And like jump back 5 minutes and be like, "Oh, it literally shows up
It just shows
out
up.
of nowhere."
Yeah, it's okay.
I like that he kind of woke up and then texted us like, "What's going on?"
Like we were there in the room with them.
That was mostly because of the
Catch me
subtitles. Because there was at one point Imhotep is talking to Alex and he's talking in English, and I'm like, so
yeah.
I don't need subtitles anymore.
Yeah. So that was very obvious. It's a very subtle, but essentially they knew it would be weird if the kid speaks Egyptian.
But he does speak Egyptian.
He does?
At
But-
the end, he
but like
speaks
a
Egyptian.
a full conversation.
Sure. Okay.
So they do the trick where essentially, they're speaking Egyptian, but they're speaking
yeah, they kind of like
they're speaking
behind
English.
the veil. They
Yeah.
translate
like
it for us.
they do that in the first scene of the hunt for.
Well, I wouldn't know because I never knew what language you were speaking.
Yeah,
or
you
what
never
was being
knew. It
said.
wasn't helping you at all.
Subtitles
Something
said
about
Arabic
moisturizer.
sometimes. Sometimes
Yeah.
it was Egyptian. I guess Scorpion King speaks Arabic,
That's yes.
and then our Pharaoh and all that stuff is Egyptian.
Ancient, yeah.
There's
Egyptian.
something in historical thing there that they're trying to play off of that I'm trying to read.
Yes.
Like I'm very interested, but there's no standard.
There's
that I
no
can understand.
consistency.
Yeah,
you
I don't
can't
know what it is.
figure it out.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to another Mike segment, Mike's Theme Park Corner. Now, we deep dived into the original Mummy ride, but I wanted to bring up, could there be a Zeppelin water park ride? That's the first thing I saw when we saw the big water face from Imhotep. How would you design it if we did a water mummy ride?
I'm so surprised you even brought this segment back, Luke. I wish I would have read the rundown so I had time to think about this. I don't
Always
think
prepared, Mike Wynne.
I really don't think it would work great for a ride. So here's the thing: Confrontation, which is
Okay.
what the Mummy replaced.
Was a water ride?
No,
Okay.
but it was a ride where you were suspended in a car, and so like the track is above. Those rides are really difficult to manage, and then any ride that you add water to is just really tough if the water isn't if it's not like a boat ride.
Okay. So
Okay.
if you add water elements on top
If you
of
add
this,
water
machinery,
elements,
brake, electronics.
yes, 100%. So that was one of the issues Confrontation had, was that the maintenance costs were so high because there was water involvement, but it was actually like corroding the rest of the ride.
Interesting.
So like any ride that you have where the vehicle is going to be suspended from the ceiling, so you're not in a
So
boat,
like the blimp would be
and you're
up top, yeah.
adding water, those typically tend to be really difficult rides to design and maintain, and if they do exist, they don't last very long.
But what if they used hydrogen for the balloon instead of suspending?
Oh, okay. So if you use hydrogen for the balloon,
Yeah.
If it blows up, there's water there.
yeah, exactly.
It's very safe.
So Zach's
fail-safe.
found the loophole.
I like
Yeah,
it, I like
I
it.
am an engineer
Yes.
at heart.
Yes. At our
In a former life.
Universal Imagineering. Well, we're gonna check back in because maybe there's a ride for the third movie that we could pitch. But I think that's a good point. There'd be
You don't see a lot of them. Like if you researched theme park rides, you would not find a lot of rides where the vehicle is on a track that's above the passenger and there's significant water elements.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, gentlemen, let's move on to leasties and besties. Okay, we have some reoccurring leasties and besties. Just for continuity, we'll start with the leasties. This is job you'd least likely want. The Scorpion King minions who die in the desert. That's a rough way to go.
Also, just annihilated by Anubis' warrior.
Yes.
Oh no, sorry.
Yeah.
They become those.
They
eventually.
become
Never
that,
mind,
but
I
yeah,
apologize.
yeah. Once again, the
Sounds like a
main
good gig, actually.
Yeah, that's a good gig.
once again the manual labor work. Any of the workers at the dig site who die from the scarabs this time. So in the first movie, they die from the acid that comes out of the tomb, the booby trap. This one, they die from, we'll talk about the scarabs later. That's always a tough gig. The book holder for Mr. Havez. I don't know if
Remind
you
me.
guys caught this. So
No.
we're at the British Museum. they're doing the seance to awaken Imhotep.
Okay.
And Mr. Chavez, who works with Evie at the British Museum, or is at the British Museum, he is reading from the Book of the Dead, or the book from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
There is one of the Red Guards, as I like to call them.
Red Guards is a good name for
The
them.
Red Guard. He is crouched and has the book on his back. So Mr. Chavez can read the incantation. Go and watch it, friends. I could not unsee it. There is one of the Red Guards kneeling with the book on his back so he can read it. It is
It's not a heavy book.
No, yeah, it's just pretty much like tying your shoe and then someone just puts the book on.
Yes.
Accidentally.
It's like when you use someone's back to sign a paper. That's kind of what it was.
Yeah, maybe he gets bonus pay.
This guy had done it before because his form was impeccable. You're like, okay, he was ready.
It's
for
his
this
job.
Yeah. He's the Red Guard, and I just said in general, any of the Red Guards. Not sure what they were there for. Are they like a cult, or are they like what?
I thought that they were. Yeah,
I guess because
they're
like
Imhotep's followers.
Okay, so it's the cult.
They're
of
like
Imhotep.
they're committed to the cause.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe. So I need to. Do they possibly work? Does he work for the Bembridge Scholars? Is there?
He works for the British Museum. But
No, that they did pay my tuition though.
Just want to know, like, I didn't know how associated with them they might be. 'Cause I feel like they might be the big evil, like.
See, that's what I would have loved to
arc.
see if there was. Here's a little way you can make this movie.
Sure.
I think a lot better. Our friends are in London. They're living their life. Maybe the O'Connells are both a little bored. The parents, like,
Sure.
one's working in the museum. One's kind of like fixing cars because like he's not doing much. Like
Getting tattoos.
Yeah, getting tattoos. And then there's this whole cult around Imhotep that's like in London in the museum, kind of like the first Sherlock Holmes, like the Robert Downey Sherlock Holmes. There's kind of like this cult of people who are into like witchcraft and things like that. Like I think that would have been a cool place to start. Is like they're in London living their boring lives and they get brought into it by this cult that is trying to raise Imhotep. Like I feel like they had something there that could have been explored in a different way. But then you finally go back to the desert. But I think starting in the desert and then coming back and then going back again.
So what is the honest question? What is the motivation for the Red Guard to raise Imhotep?
Just to follow him and to shave his body.
So were they? So like, if I try to link,
they needed a Hulk or a Kong for the Godzilla essentially.
Yes.
What they're doing is King Kong to fight a Godzilla.
Well, okay, we'll get into this.
But go on your comment really quick. I'm sorry. The problem is that they didn't deviate from the structure of the first movie.
Right.
Like that's the thing is they needed to go from the desert to back in a urban setting.
Kind of like when you bring a
forth.
T-Rex from the island to San Diego to start a zoo.
Yes.
And you got to copy that structure.
Yes, you do.
They wanted to do that because it was popular in the first one.
Yeah.
But that's the big issue here is that it just gets redundant and essentially there's so much of it is copy and paste from the first one. The structure of three for the three Americans that are also the three robbers in this that also get their faces sucked and
they
stuff
reference
like that.
the Americans who die in the same way that they do.
Exactly. Yeah. So I think that's they felt it necessary to just copy and paste from the previous one. So
what's the least 1933 part of this movie? Rachel Weisz's 2001 outfit in the first scene, which I'm not complaining about, but definitely wasn't period.
Love that dress. Want to wear that on
yes. I don't even remember what we're talking about.
That's okay. Little umbrellas in the drinks as a reference. I don't know if that was 1933.
Bond has some of that though.
In 33 though?
In 33, no.
Not having the Nazis involved in this in 1933. In like Egypt and London, there's like
that's a really good one, yeah.
But I get it because that would be too Indiana Jones.
But
like
they reference it in the first movie, though. I thought
The Umbrellas or Indiana Jones? Or Nazis? Sorry.
Or Nazis.
I thought the Nazis.
No.
Okay.
That would be much more like Lawrence of Arabia times, anyways.
Yeah,
like,
because it's the 20s.
Now
so
you
it's
want to talk about a
post-World War
boring
War.
movie?
yeah, long too.
That's a
super
long one. That's one I did. That's one of the few movies I've ever fallen
Yeah.
asleep to is Lawrence of Arabia.
Yeah,
when
that's
I was
like,
10
try it.
years old.
It's like a month-long journey for us.
But now I probably will love it. I'm like right in the pocket
Yeah.
for it. It deserves
It's
a
time.
rewatch. It's time. The least 1933 part of this movie is Imhotep's turtleneck / collarless outfit, which is a long line of villains who wear collarless shirts or outfits, starting with Dr. No. I think it looks good, but what's the least 1990 or 1933 part of this movie?
Yeah, I think you make a good point about not bringing up the war or the Nazis.
Any of the wars,
yeah.
like
Yeah.
World War I or even World War II, like is about to happen. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I think the most not 1933 thing. You're right. Like the Indiana, they're trying to avoid being copycats, but you can't set the movie
in
that time
1933
frame
and do a swashbuckling.
and do something where you're tomb raiding and not include the Nazis because that's all they were doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like it would have been on the nose, but at this point, it's like, why not? Right?
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
I think in my movie that I'm making of this movie, the Red Guard cult are tied to the Nazis. I'm gonna rewrite this movie.
But they really aren't.
They really aren't because
They really
Imhotep is pulling all the strings. All right, this is a new leastie. The Mummy Returns honorary least fitting title. Now, Mike, you were confused on the title of this movie. So it's called The Mummy Returns, but what's confusing is in the first movie, the mummy does return.
Right, exactly. Yeah, that's what I was confused about. Was I feel like calling a movie The Mummy, it's implied somebody's
Returning from the dead.
Yeah.
So this movie should be called The Mummy Returns Again.
Or The Mummy's Revenge, which is actually the movie of the name of the next movie, right?
No.
No, not even
Revenge of the Mummy or something like that. There's a
No,
or
it's-
Revenge of the Mummy.
Sure.
Or no,
like an
Revenge
old
of the
one.
Mummy is actually
It's
the
called
ride.
Revenge
I
of the
think.
Sith.
Yeah, I think it's the ride.
I think
Oh,
it's
the
the
ride.
ride.
The
Yeah,
ride is
yeah.
Revenge of the Mummy.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the better title for this movie.
Yes.
But the ride already had it.
But it's not even revenge though, because like,
why is
why is the mummy there?
Why is the mummy giving revenge?
I
on
guess
the
it
movie
is. He
set?
does return.
Yeah, he gives revenge on the movie set. I've been calling it The Mummy also in my head.
The Mummy also.
The Mummy also.
I really like that one.
Also.
Also, yeah, there's the ellipsis.
Yeah. Is this the time? There was a time in movie making. Maybe this is the time. Early 2000s. They really were trying to avoid using numbers.
Right. Yes, I agree. I think Jurassic Park Claw Mark is probably one of the few.
Forgot we call it that.
Yeah, the few differences there. But yeah, I agree. They're trying because this is the VHS era, the home video era, and typically if there was a numerical sequel, it was straight to video.
Okay.
So like all the Disney sequels, like Little Mermaid,
All the
2,
Screams had numbers.
That's true. But that's like playing on that whole idea.
When did Toy Story 2 come out?
Probably
Around this time.
2002.
Around this time.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's always exceptions.
Yeah.
To the
True.
movement.
I'm a big fan of like the 2 and the 3 and the 4. Like I would just don't give me some like
Calling all the mummies to the dance floor.
yeah. All right, let's move on to leasties.
Okay.
Least clear plot point.
Wait.
Least clear plot point. Why did Anubis use the Scorpion King in the first place?
Well, I thought that was pretty clear.
To just murder people?
No. He made at the beginning of the movie. This is probably the only thing that I think makes sense.
Explain it to me.
At the beginning of the movie, the Scorpion King is alone in the desert and makes a pact with a god
Yes.
to
the god of
to
death,
save
right?
his
Very
life.
Faustian
Yeah.
thing.
So it's
Yes, but
between
why
the
did
lines.
Anubis why did he want to use the Scorpion King just to like kill
Availability is the best ability, Luke.
yeah. Also, I think the bigger The bigger issue is why did he like just take out the Scorpion King so quickly at the end of his conquest? Like it's like
Yeah,
they
that's
took
that.
over
What
that.
I was confused. It was like they murdered a bunch. Maybe it's like this like Thanos thing. Like it's like the
Yeah.
original snap. Like we got to like prune the hedges and take out half of.
Maybe
the
it's more like
ancient
Anubis is the god of
Africa
death, and let's bring as many people down to
to the underworld.
There's
as
probably
possible.
haven't watched the Scorpion King.
I don't know how much
But-
this ties to the actual Scorpion King.
Well,
No,
okay,
I
so
won't.
this is what I was gonna say is I think that there's a legitimate backstory that
Yes.
could be explored about why
in
the
5
god
movies?
of death
Yeah.
is in need
Of
of
a servant.
Yes, kind of like how like Palpatine is in need of somebody.
Yes,
you
unlimited
know,
power.
There's a rule of 2 in Egypt that we
yes,
have to
yes,
observe.
yes. There's definitely a rule of 2. A master and
Every
apprentice.
master has
Yeah.
Unlimited
has an
power.
apprentice.
Yes.
Power.
All right, what are the other plot points? Sorry.
Digging up Imhotep for a WWE match to control Anubis's army.
He was in a cocoon, right? Imhotep was in a
Yeah,
that
that
was,
was
a cocoon,
weird.
like
Why,
legit
why was he,
Was in the-
encased in
well,
like
I thought another thing is his soul.
sap?
His soul's gone.
Yeah, they got
His soul.
sent down.
Feel like that was established in the first movie.
Okay, his soul's gone, and then they brought his soul back in the seance.
Yes, correct. What if that isn't his body? What if it's Benny's body?
That makes more sense because
That-
like the liquid he went into, I feel like his body would like.
Wait,
Yeah.
so okay, I kind of forget. I know we just watched this movie not too long ago, but I kind of
Yeah, it was,
forget
like,
like
literally 4
how
weeks ago.
did they dispose of or get rid like a
In
defeat
the like jelly water.
Imhotep in jelly water?
Yeah, like an ogre, like underworld. He kind of got
So like
golemed
so
in
Yeah.
like
thing.
okay, so let me get this straight. A mosquito lands on a dinosaur. And then lands on a tree.
It's
And
Imhotep
and
DNA.
in amber.
It's all connected.
It's all connected. You're right.
And voila, it's Imhotep DNA.
Were there other things that didn't make sense, Luke?
Rick's hidden tattoo.
No, that one I have the biggest problem with.
So they do this because he wears these cuffs in the first movie. It's part of the awesome like
The
outfit.
Pac Sun bracelets.
The Pac Sun bracelets, very era. It's very cool.
Yeah,
I
very
love him.
cool.
But they use that to say he's been hiding a tattoo the whole entire time that he got when he was an orphan, which is like, oh, so he was an orphan in Egypt.
But in the novelization, it's another place, by the way.
Oh,
And in
really?
the animated version. So this is
Okay,
how
here we go. The animated
It's
series.
read the
like
book?
London. No, I just went.
I
out
do
a-
want a copy of
I
the
went
book.
on a
I would
wiki.
like a copy of the book.
Yeah, okay, noted. For
the
us.
studio.
Is there a
for upstairs.
novelization of the first one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure
totally.
there is.
They
Oh,
made
okay.
one for every
Yeah,
movie back in
yeah.
the day. Yeah, but yeah, there's just confusion around that stuff entirely.
There's no reasoning. Okay, it was just to
Okay.
have him have a backstory. Okay, and
Did he
then
need it though? Like, what is the connection there with that stuff?
even
Like,
with Evelyn, like she's a reincarnated
Yeah.
princess of the pharaoh.
yeah, the daughter of the pharaoh. Her job was to protect the spear. No, the bracelet.
The bracelet.
The bracelet,
The-
right?
the Scorpion
Right?
King.
You watched it today.
The Scorpion King bracelet she protects.
I watched it a week ago.
And then
Help me out.
Anuksu, and then Anuksu was not in this movie. She was not a concubine. She was like the fiance.
Yeah, much more like a stepmom vibe.
Yeah,
Right.
it was very much the stepmom.
Very much stepmom.
This reminds me of a bit that Luke did on the Pirates podcast that I swear he was doing, but he claims that he was not doing, which was in every episode that we did. He would say, so they had to go to the place to get the thing. And then once they got the thing, they went to the
Yep.
place to do the thing of the other thing. And I'd be like, Luke, I know what you're doing. And he goes, no, I'm just trying to keep it all
I'm
together.
just trying to explain the plot of the movie.
This one has exactly that.
It
though.
is, and I think that's very fitting. A great segue to move on to besties, and we're gonna go with the Pirates of the Caribbean honorary bestie for best MacGuffin/totem, the double scarab key as a callback,
Yeah.
the bracelet of Anubis, aka the mini projector.
Yeah.
Way ahead of its time.
It's
The
3D
Book of the Dead and the
projector,
Book of the Living come back. The Lost Oasis, the Scepter/Spear, and the Gold Pyramid. So not as many totems, but a decent amount. What's your favorite one out of the totems?
So the gold pyramid, that's the thing that's at the top of the pyramid.
I was just
What's
saying
the-
the whole
to add?
pyramid.
Yeah.
You could add that. Well, and then
It does come in clutch.
there's a lot of chests. There's 3 chests in this movie. There's the original chest.
Chess watch.
Well, hold on. It's not that kind of podcast.
Yeah.
There's 2 chests.
I need to replace Dubs, guys.
Yes.
The only bird
We
in
haven't
this one
even talked
died.
about the freaking bird yet.
Whoa. Wait. All right.
But chess watch. 3 chess.
We can't do it.
Can't do it. But the pyramid does come in clutch, I will say.
Yes. I like it. It's gold.
It's the only thing that like keeps them from
It keeps
like,
them alive.
Yeah, it
At
keeps
the
them
end,
alive
they have to
as the-
climb up the pyramid, and then
Yeah. Okay, I guess I was confused
blimp.
because like, what's the thing at the very end of the movie?
that Jonathan grabs.
Jonathan grabs.
Just something
It's a
else for the next
chest.
one.
It's a chest.
Is that a chest? It's a legit chest.
It is a box. of
Shannon
jewels.
literally turned to me and she goes, "What's the importance of that?" And I'm like, "Probably something for the next movie."
Because the spear is what he took from the first movie, right?
Yes.
The
So
scepter
this
spear.
is, and that's the idea is Jonathan takes something every time and
I
it
know,
connects and builds.
Okay, I actually kind of like that.
I
I'm
do like
on
that.
board. I'm on board with
But
that.
it doesn't ever get him in. It didn't get him in trouble. I thought it would be
No.
like the catalyst for this
No,
movie.
it's no curse. It's nothing. It's just the Jonathan.
Just
Jones.
No,
turns
I'm
out
on,
to be a
I'm on
spear.
board with the Jonathan stealing something, creating an issue for the next movie. I'm cool with
Yeah.
that.
We didn't have an official Brie paradox, but is it the entire movie? Because you said that Shannon started watching this movie with you.
Shannon. Okay, it's not fair because Shannon literally sat down in the middle of it, and
Doesn't really matter.
immediately after she sits down is one of the scenes with. It's like a 5-minute scene, all in Egyptian with no subtitles.
All the flashbacks.
Yeah. The flashbacks.
This
are
movie is a Brie paradox. Let's move on to the Peter Jackson bestie for grimiest moment of the film, eating the scorpion when The Rock got food poisoning, apparently. Just the scorpions guarding the tomb, scorpions everywhere. Lots of scorpion work.
lot of
Shout out to
scorpion.
the scorpion wrangler.
They also had more than just scarabs too. They had rodents in this one.
Rodents,
So,
yes,
like
yes.
Your pest control should have been.
Yeah,
on
it was
set.
crazy. I would say the scarab geyser. I'm calling it a scarab geyser
love
when they
that.
go back to take out Imhotep. It's just a geyser of scarabs that jump out.
Like Old Faithful.
Yes, it was. I thought it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Until the
Scarab stone.
until the murder
Is
started.
this guy still making movies?
It's a great question. I'm not going to do the
actually
research for you. The makeout with the mummy, another good makeout.
That
was
wins for
hot.
me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not willing to hear the rest of the nominees.
That wins.
It happened in the first one too.
The first one, but this one was like a deep makeout.
This was
and she
consensual,
liked it.
too.
Yeah, she liked it.
The thing with this one was not only was it like a deep, very like weird thing that happened, but like the CGI was also terrible.
Yes.
So bad. It was so bad.
The skin,
Like who was she kissing
I don't know.
in real life?
Yes, she was just,
Just
a guy
hair,
in green.
Guy in green. I hope.
A
I
green
hope it
suit. The skin transfers, the pygmy mummies. Also, we've talked about it already and referenced it, but a timeless wisdom throughout all cinema is don't go in the long grass.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I thought
and the
about
red
that.
guards went in the long grass.
I wouldn't call that a grimy moment, but that was 100% on my mind when I was watching.
I thought they were monkeys at first, but they're more offensive than that.
They're pygmies because of the shrunken head thing.
Yes,
is also
yes,
part
yes.
Of that,
Very. Does not age well. The tar pits. There's some tar pits. We had quicksand in the first movie. Had some like kind of tar pits, which I liked. The scorpion anus carving the hand. Do you remember when the guy sticks his hand in the scorpion anus?
Oh yeah.
And he pulls it out, and it's just his bone.
Was that an anus?
It
was a hole.
It was a hole.
I'll be honest, I don't know what it was.
It was a hole,
yeah.
and there was scorpion stuff around it. And then the famous Imhotep underworld trust fall at the end.
Oh,
He
yeah,
does
that
the
was good.
trust fall,
Well,
which I thought was actually kind of beautiful.
because there was no trust anymore.
What's the spirit of
Yes.
this category? I feel like there's a lot in here
Peter
that's not
Jackson
grimy.
I was trying to fit in some grimy
Yeah,
stuff. I mean, the underworld's a little grimy.
I mean, the fast motion, slow motion thing was another one I'd add to this because it's very Peter Jackson, like
Yes,
that slow motion,
it is.
low frame rate thing.
yeah.
Ghosting effect, but then like weird time remapping. That was my most jarring part.
That was
The
jarring.
fight was the worst.
It was
also,
bad.
let's just throw a spear at people.
Also,
and
we
catch
didn't
it
actually get the
midair.
WWE fight. Like, Imhotep doesn't fight the Scorpion King, which is like built up the entire movie, and you're like, great.
Yeah.
Imhotep versus Scorpion King. And he like immediately is like, oh, I'm a servant of you.
He pulls a Benny.
Is that what he
Pulls a
said?
Benny.
Is that what he said? I thought he was worshiping his moisturized skin.
Sorry. He was worshiping the moisture of the Scorpion King.
Yes.
All right, so we have, you said make out with a mummy,
Yeah.
and you have the frame rates.
Because that was the makeout.
I
for
thought the
me.
scorpion anus was definitely
Scorpion
with
Yeah,
the hands
I,
coming
you
out.
know, I
Yeah.
didn't identify it as an anus, but yeah, that's
I
up
really
there.
wasn't looking at the positioning of the
Yeah,
hole
I mean,
on the wall.
Why did you pause it for 20 minutes?
He's trying to figure out what,
Trying to
what
figure
he
out
can
what's
put on
going
this
on there.
podcast. It's a long reach, but we
Yes,
need it.
all
We
right.
need content.
This is a sequel, so we're doing a new category called Best Callback.
Yeah.
The library bookshelf fall with the pillars when Alex knocks down all the
I was
pillars,
asleep.
just like his mom.
It's like 2 minutes into the movie,
It's
dude.
I do kind of remember it now.
the Book
Okay.
of the Dead, the Scarab attack, of course, the urn, where Imhotep resurrects his bodyguards,
Yeah.
chests.
Chess.
We had that read. The Goldman Group gets an appearance in one of the flashbacks. I don't know if you noticed the Goldman Group.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
Oh,
The
yeah,
priest.
yep,
Yes, it was
yep.
great
Yeah,
to see
as
those
they're all
guys.
following Imhotep, and
Yeah.
there's like that moment where
It was great to see those guys.
They get a whiff of each other as they walk past each
And
other.
then one of my favorites, the Brembridge scholars have been begging me to run the British Museum.
I like that changing her status with the
yeah,
Brembridge
yeah.
scholars.
Now they're begging for her to participate. That's good.
I'm gonna submit an honorary nominee for the
Yeah.
honorary category
Yes.
of, and that is just the role that the spear plays throughout the entire movie. The whole thing is a callback, and
right,
then
you're right.
and then now knowing that that the chest that he steals at the very end is part of the next movie. That
I think.
so.
I
Like,
don't know. We'll find out. I have not seen the third movie.
I don't know how it connects to China, but yeah, somehow. it does. Yeah, that's spoiler. Sorry.
Spoiler. Headed to China.
But what were you saying? You said that's a
yeah, just that
It is a great
yeah,
callback
yeah.
because like we know it's talked about. Like they argue it with the blimp driver. Like they both like are trying to fight over it.
really
And
had
then it
forgotten
become-
about it until like
And then it's great because you wouldn't have to have the subtitles because we see the use of what it is written on the wall,
Right.
In,
That's right.
in the Scorpion King tomb of
That
that
is
it becomes
helpful.
a spear. It just it's a helpful. It's like being on an airplane where it has kind of like the visual diagrams,
Yes.
so you know what to do. Like grab the oxygen mask, put it on the children first. It's the same thing. Grab the scepter, turn it into a spear, and kill the Scorpion King. It's
Yeah.
easy. Come on, you didn't follow that?
don't you read walls?
Don't you
I
read?
do. I do.
Alex did. Best line. Hun, let's do it your way. That was a fun one. There was a little sexual innuendo there. I don't know if you guys caught that.
I caught it. You could
Oh,
tell.
there was
Yeah.
sexual innuendo in this movie.
Yes,
I guess I missed all of
yes,
that.
because it was they. Anyways, hun, let's do it your way. There was another way there, but that I learned from your father once. Evie gets superpowers.
Yeah,
So
she does have superpowers in this.
so she was a reincarnation. Was the other was Imhotep's Bay? Was she a reincarnation
She just looked like
or just
her,
looked like her?
right?
I had a moment because I thought the whole idea in this movie is that they gave her a backstory of like my mom or like I'm related to the original character, but they don't even talk about that.
No.
It's just like she's there.
No, why would they? That would make too much
Yeah,
sense.
she just happens to have like a really like weird kink where she just wants to get possessed by the spirit
Imhotep.
Make out with
of a
a
3,000
very dry-skinned mummy.
Yeah.
Not enough moisture. I like this. This is a great Brendan Fraser delivery. You lighten up. You in big trouble. You get in the car.
That's like one of the few like Rick.
Yeah,
Like things
I
from
felt
the
like
last
Rick
movie.
did not have enough in this movie.
Again, it's better with no sound.
Yes,
it's
no
great
sound.
in a bar
Great in a bar.
because you don't need to remember any of it.
Jonathan, he's fun in this movie. He plays himself, but I like this. The old wipe out the world ploy. Eh?
Saying what exactly the audience is
yes,
thinking.
yes. And they do that a few times in this movie. It actually reminds me, it's like, oh, this is like pre-Marvel Quip era type of writing. Right? It's fascinating. Ardith, I prefer the Thompson when they were going through the guns.
Most useless gun.
That
dude.
was good.
Yeah, I like.
Sorry, I have a problem with Ardith. I'm sorry.
Do you want to talk about that now?
I mean, the Thompson wasn't effective against the mummies.
No,
you
it
needed a
wasn't.
shotgun.
Yes, we all know
It wasn't
that.
helpful.
Right.
That's the reason why he had to stay in the bus.
I thought he got a lot more time in this movie. Do you think his character was
Too much time.
buffooned a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
so too.
He didn't have to come like into the Oasis with them. I feel like it would have been better to just keep him because he wanted to go like talk to the generals
He's
of the
like,
armies,
I
right?
don't really want to.
I think that there's a place for him in a prequel because there's obviously
we'll
so
get to
much
that.
history he has. I think, without having seen any other movies, okay, I think
No, this
the
is a
best
Luke
placement
movie.
for him would be
The Scorpion King.
in the movie that maybe he leads the force that separates the god of death.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be cool. A few other lines here. Honey, what are you doing? These guys don't use cars, or don't use walls or doors. No, sorry.
They don't use doors.
Honey, what are you doing? These guys don't use doors. The line that's delivered, which is the trailer line, oh, I hate mummies. Artemis says, this was my first bus ride.
That's good. I thought
That was a good one.
That's probably my favorite.
Spivey, one of the kind of disposable, not Americans this time, they're British.
Yeah.
You ain't happy without a good curse. Which I'm glad they call out how terrible the writing is.
Yeah.
All right.
None of those are good.
That was it?
No, here's the best one.
okay.
Okay. None of them are best. Give
I was
us
gonna
one
say, I
that's
haven't
good.
heard my
Here's the
favorite
best
one yet.
one. Horus the Falcon.
Yeah, I wondered.
My
which-
best and most clever friend.
Okay, I talked about Ardith a little bit. Horus.
Horus the Falcon is artist. Oh, as he says, my best and most clever friend. He is a falcon who does messaging to the other groups. This character wins the movie for me. He deserved a lot more. He sacrificed his life for the group. Traveled many miles. He escaped the Imhotep water ride. He did so much to communicate and make sure that there was a force ready for their Anubis's army. He loved, he gave, he sacrificed everything.
The last scene that he's in, he was doing his job and doing it well.
He's doing it well.
And Mr. Echo took that from him.
Yes, and he did get his comeuppance in the final battle.
Yes.
I was hoping we got a line. We didn't get a line
For Horus.
about Horus. I was waiting for it. That's for Horus. We didn't get any of that.
It is definitely like Gandalf and Shadowfax.
It
in
is.
a lot of ways.
It is.
Shadowfax, and you just go into like there's
love
clearly
you,
like a history of Falcons, and he's the
Yes.
Falcon Lord, King of the Falcons.
Yes.
And
I need a backstory. I need a full
Yeah.
movie of the adventures of Horus and Ardith, and how they're defending against the evil
I
curses
think that's
of
in
the land.
Scorpion King 3. Just doing my research before this.
You know, it's not easy being a dad. Oh, that was a cute one. And then one of my favorites, Jonathan, it opens up into a spear. And those are my best lines. Any other lines I missed?
Oh, there was one in there. I was hoping you would capture it because I thought about it when they said it. So I'm sorry, listeners, I can't remember.
Was it, what in the name of Anubius is this?
That's a
From
good
Lock and
one. That's a good one.
I guess that
but-
tells you that it is a cult because he says, what in the name of Anubis is this?
I had one.
Okay.
By putting this bracelet on, you've started a chain reaction that will start the apocalypse. It's like, fuck. Okay. Cool.
It's a callback to the line in the first movie, the creature we have feared for thousands of years.
Yeah. But
It just doesn't hit as much.
if the Scorpion King came back, would it be like the apocalypse, or would it just be kind of a bummer for the desert? Like, I don't think the stakes were high.
No,
for
none of the stakes were high. I feel like so much is confusing that we've talked about, but I just think they really missed that they set up this showdown and it was not a showdown.
Yeah.
And
It's a fair assessment.
if you're going to make a WWE movie and have a WWE star,
Yeah.
one, don't CGI him. This movie would be so much better if they just had The Rock as the Scorpion King battling Imhotep with magic powers. Like, also, they're taking away Imhotep's magic powers. I didn't like.
Yeah.
Like once he's in the pyramid.
Yeah, what was
Yeah.
the story behind that?
No,
Was there
there's no
subtitles?
story.
They just wanted to make him a coward. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty much it.
And that's why I hate it, because Imhotep is a great character.
Mm.
I love that character in the first movie, and it's fine that they brought him back, but it's like, don't make him not cool. I liked his ending where his heart breaks. I think
That's my
beautiful.
favorite part. Yeah.
That's a beautiful part, and they could have kept that, but like, make him awesome.
Yeah.
Don't make him like this. Don't make him Benny.
Yeah, don't make him Benny. Don't make him a coward. why even bring him back for? They had to have a mummy for this. I think that's the thing.
In order to have a mummy return, you have to have a mummy.
A mummy returns for some reason.
Otherwise, it would have just been the Mummy, the Scorpion King.
Yeah. Oh, so Scorpion CGI. Hercules. You guys remember that show?
Yes.
They had centaurs in that looked so much better. It's the same concept.
It is.
How can you not centaur?
The centaurs in Harry Potter. Like, there's so many examples that were so much better. It is terrible.
In the defense, just a little bit, right? It is only a $90 million budget.
Don't fall on the sword.
And
don't fall on.
There
that
was a
scorpion
lot
stinger.
of CGI, so I don't think that the issue is that the CGI in isolated incidents is bad. It's the problem. The problem is they had so much CGI, the budget was spread thin. So if they had,
you're actually right. I agree. Like, we talked about this in the first movie. The next year is the Clone Wars, which was shot all on blue screen. So like I think that's a great point, Mike, is where we're at the precipice where Hollywood is becoming over reliant on CGI. We're about to hit kind of that breaking point, and the reason the first movie holds up is the reason why this movie does not.
Yeah. I mean, in film, there's always a technical achievement that gets overused and then finally finds its niche in film after many, many atrocities.
Yes.
So there's a lot of those things that pop up over the years. So,
which we haven't talked much about the new movie that's going to be coming out in a couple of years. Brendan Fraser was just on Jimmy Fallon. He did give us some hints of what to come. They are retconning the next movie, so maybe we'll talk about this. They're going to shoot on location. I hope they get back to the parts of the first movie that are just great. And I don't mind them being on sets and stuff. That's fine. But yeah, the over-reliance on CGI. I would love to see tons of like practical effects, horror effects on this new movie, because I think they have a huge opportunity to make it fun, campy, for all ages, but like grounded, and not what this was.
I hope they learn from their mistakes, but also at the same time, right now there's a lot of mistakes happening in just regular film for this kind of stuff. So
well, it's the same issue, right? Where the studios have found a new tool. This time it's called artificial intelligence. And they're like, how can we fit it into everything?
Guys, what if they just make it as AI? Like, most of it's AI except for Brendan Fraser.
No, Rachel Weisz wouldn't sign up. She would not sign up.
She's back.
She is back.
She's not in the next one.
Why would you say that?
Yes,
she's got bills to pay.
But she's done some amazing stuff.
She does not have bills to pay. Her
husband makes no money.
She has no bills to pay. She is fine.
Yeah.
All right, best scene. The Scorpion King cold open, digging up Imhotep, the house battle, Rick jumping through the fire, and the gunfight, the double-decker bus to the bridge, which I think is great.
I love that.
That's the best use of slow motion, when Rick jumps through the fire to save Evie when she's about to be sacrificed.
Yeah.
I agree, and I think the reason why that is such a good use of slow motion is fire is very difficult to capture on film.
Yeah.
Right? Or like even on digital film, but and so you kind of need, because you have so much contrast of like the darkness behind the fire with the light of the fire. Now I'm getting into film.
Look at you.
Film theory.
Wow. He's a gaffer,
you
guys.
kind of need that slow motion. Otherwise, the shot of Brendan Fraser jumping over the fire is completely useless.
Yes.
Mike the DP.
I know. Look at this. We're rubbing off on you. I'm very impressed.
Hashtag film theory.
Yes.
I like the bus.
The bus is great.
my
I
favorite.
love that fight. It's frenetic. It's moving.
Comes in.
There's humor.
To the bus out of it. Yeah.
It's a well choreographed design fight. It's probably the highlight of the movie. We also have meeting Izzy and Horus. Both two great characters. The Oasis battle, aka the battle for Horus.
The battle for Horus. The vengeance.
It is
vengeance driven by
Horus.
vengeance.
And then
imagine if Horus was there, though. He could have just swapped down.
I know.
And,
There's so much.
They
had a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
Just like battle. It's perfect. Great like for like size. And then the Mortal Kombat gong fight / the Magi Rohirrim charge / the resurrection fight. so much slow mo.
I mean, good for them. And like the second wave of Anubis's like warriors.
Yeah,
coming
that's a
at
great
them.
scene where like they're are really proud that they beat all of them, and then
Very quickly too.
Yeah, but like they've lost all their horses, and then it's like,
But it's
that
almost
wave
like
comes.
you're right, very quickly. But character's name, main dude,
Ardeth, yeah.
He's the only one that seems to recognize like that was too easy.
Yeah, which is great. I
Which
do
is
love
great,
that.
which is
I
great.
love that part.
He has bad lines, but he is a good character. I think. in this
He's
movie.
still
I
my
don't
favorite
like it.
character. Probably my
I actually
favorite
really
character.
liked him. I really liked
just
him as a
don't.
character.
I don't think they gave him.
I
like,
think they gave him too much like comedy.
Yeah.
They were trying to like. I like it when he's more mysterious.
Yeah.
It was like a little too much.
It's a screen time. He's just not with the gang too much. I think.
Yeah, it's too much Scooby Gang with him. Where I like how he's kind of the wise mentor, coming in and coming out.
Yeah.
I think that's better suited
That's
for him
true.
rather than being part of the Scooby Gang.
Let the tattoos speak for them for him.
Yes,
Yeah.
in the
Yeah,
beauty,
I agree with
in
you.
his beautiful face. So favorite scene, or best scene, you guys think Double Decker Bus probably?
I'm Bus.
I like the. I do like the bus scene. I actually like the scene right before that at the house more.
Yeah. I think the house battle is fun. I really enjoy that. It's a different setting.
I have
and-
questions like how we got there. I don't know, but
They just went home, dude. They just went home.
You mean how they got the house?
well, all of it,
Oh,
all of
that
it.
too. Is it the family home or is that like?
So that's the question: is Evie and Jonathan come from lots of money?
Yeah.
Or did they acquire the money through their raids? We don't know. I think it's a mixture of both. I
So
think she had money.
Did Rick marry Abby for the money?
Absolutely.
Totally.
Money, beauty, and smarts.
Yeah.
And then now like combat skills.
Yeah. They're clearly the intimacy is still strong.
I mean,
I
they
do
are
actually.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
I have.
inspired.
I have
I'm
a. I have a
inspired.
submission for the best scene
Yeah.
that
Okay.
you didn't mention. Thank you for reminding me of this.
Yes.
The scene where Rick is explaining to Evie how to use a gun.
Yes.
That's my favorite
The
scene.
mansplaining of how to use a
Mansplaining.
gun.
Well, it's not the mansplaining because the reason he's explaining it is not because he doesn't think she can use the gun. He's actually showing nerves for the first time.
oh, that's right. Yes.
And he's actually like his character is actually showing concern for her.
That's a good point. Yeah, he's
actually good,
doing
yeah.
it like she's like I got it, but he's doing it because he's nervous.
He's like, I don't know how to say goodbye, so I'm gonna instead tell you how to use a gun.
It's interesting because that was a better like emotional scene than the actual like dramatic
Yeah.
stab scene.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh yeah, I forgot she gets stabbed. I kind of knew
That
she
was
coming back.
the scene where he's explaining the gun is
Yeah.
more Han Solo, which is
Oh,
what we
boy,
talked
yes,
about.
yes.
That's true.
Than the interaction of him with her after she got stabbed. Although one thing I did appreciate that Brendan Fraser did as an actor in the stabbing scene was touching her face.
Yeah.
Because that is something like when I saw that, I'm like, that's exactly what I would do in that situation. Like I'd be and I feel like actors want to be like, because the camera's behind him and the camera is very clearly the shot is of her face being dead. And he's like, and the actor's probably thinking like, I don't want to get my hand in front of between the camera and her, face. But it actually was like, that's exactly what any reasonable person would do.
Yeah. Some type of
Steven Sommers,
emotion.
great director.
That we don't know his other works of. Yeah, for sure. Offhand, I think he did no.
He did another movie.
Yeah.
Definitely did that one movie.
That one
Yeah.
movie. Zach, you were gonna say something else about
I think that with that relationship too, it's very interesting to watch it because once Alex gets kidnapped, I think it's a totally different group.
the tone switches. for
Huge
sure.
tone, but also I don't think I really looked at them as parents until they lost their children, their child.
Alex is like he could have been just like an orphan kid.
Yeah.
Or just like a kid like at the dig site.
Yeah, like our ward.
It's so funny you mention that because
Or like an assistant.
Yeah.
Like a
Fra-
page boy.
Rick is like, he says to Izzy, they have my son and I will do whatever it takes to get him back. It's like, but you wouldn't do whatever it takes to make sure they didn't take him in the first place.
It's kind of a good justification for being a helicopter parent. I think.
Yes, it is. But they, the 30s parents, they were
Yeah.
just different. It was a different time.
Yeah,
Yes,
exactly.
It was 1930s.
There was no World War II yet.
Yes.
Nazis barely existed yet.
They were there, but it was like
It was we had signed the Treaty of Versailles. Everyone was at peace.
everyone was fine. Everything was fine. There's just mummies. All right, let's move on to ratings and meanings. We're gonna do our new tradition where Zach reads his Letterboxd review for The Mummy Returns.
Yeah. So before we do that, I will pull up my Letterboxd review, but I feel bad for having you guys watch this. You guys
No.
You guys
We
went
are
through
here.
Pirates, and I
Thank you. I
heard
appreciate your
those.
apology.
I don't.
heard that trauma.
I reject your apology.
I don't want you guys to relive, have to put you through these things.
This was more fun to watch than any of the Pirates sequels. for
okay.
me.
That's fair. I did write sympathy. I wrote.
I am
cards.
ending. We're in contract negotiations.
I did write cards for you guys because I felt
Okay.
bad. So there you go, Luke. And then there you go, Mike.
Is it
Your
true,
name is
gentlemen?
upside down on the envelope. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I got a little messy there.
Thank you, Zach. These
Yeah,
are
of
these are
course.
apology. These are consoling
Well,
cards.
yours is a little different than Mike's.
Winston's on my. Well, not really.
No, not really.
This says, "My deepest sympathy." Anakin said it best. I don't like The Mummy Returns. Sand is crossed off. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Thinking of you, Luke. After you had to watch such a really bad movie, the death of such a majestic falcon like Horus is not easy. Also, mummy pygmies? ? Blah. I hope the third movie will be better, but it won't be. Zach. That is true sweetness.
Mine is a dog, and it says feeling a little rough, and it says Mike, hope you feel better soon. The curse of the Mummy Returns can really be hard to get through. Symptoms are chronic drowsiness, wrist tattoos that you didn't have in the first movie, and your bottom half being scorpion eyes. Hope you get through it okay, Zach.
Oh, that
Thank
is
you.
beautiful,
Yeah.
Zach. I'll thank you.
Just wanted to show my
Throw those up to
appreciation
the
for sticking
camera.
it
Yeah, if
through.
you're watching on YouTube or Apple Podcasts, those are great. We'll post these on our Patreon. Thank you, Zach.
Okay, so I will read my review. I did want to bring up that I feel and will always feel that the first Mummy slaps. So I do need to bring that up. The Mummy Returns.
That's a slap.
That's the slap of it. The Mummy Returns does not slap.
Clear.
A film haunted by its own petard.
Yes.
Returns copies the original 1999 work, but overconvolutes the adventure by devolving the genre into a family film with too many antagonists. Still, the arc of Imhotep is fully drawn, and we didn't talk about this
not
too
too
much,
much, yeah.
as he finally understands that love is not always true and pure. Rest in peace, sir. She was not as into you as maybe you had thought.
And isn't that the
Isn't
tale
that
of
just the
Solo's
truth
time?
of
Yeah.
truth of manhood?
Resurrected girl, she leaves you to just be.
Mainly because she doesn't want to get hit by boulders that are crumbling. It was
True.
that was a big gap in their relationship. You know,
Yeah.
the skin, the moisture.
This is
not
really
so
where-
much. It was the boulders falling that she chose not to go save him.
This is really where, shout out to Juliet. I mean, she loved Romeo.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was like, who's Juliet? The famous love story.
You can cut
Juliet.
that. You can cut that.
No. You're right. To truly die together is something romantic and awesome.
But she chose not to.
Yeah.
But this is not truly her.
This is true.
Are you sure?
Well,
Is
it
it
is because
true?
they resurrect her soul.
Her soul.
Yeah, but do you remember? Okay, well, hold on, because remember
Oh,
there was
boy.
a
boy.
time in the pyramid where Imhotep and her were like next to each other, and then like water came up and like covered her, like kind of symbolizing moisturizing her skin.
Yep. This movie is about fighting moisture. in the
Fighting
desert.
moisture, and he eventually the moisture couldn't hold, and he let go.
Finding love in our hearts and finding.
You
moisture
know,
in the
I
desert.
feel bad for Imhotep, but I.
There's your one word box review is moisture.
No, it wasn't. It was subtitles.
Oh shit.
Check us out on Letterboxd, Zach Hall, Mike Wynne, Luke Ferris. What does this movie mean to you, gentlemen? Mike?
And nothing.
Nothing.
It was fun. It was fun to do this.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Zach, what about you?
Not a lot. Not a lot at all. Maybe nope, nothing. Got nothing.
This movie means to me, I think it was the starting point of one of the most powerful movie stars of all time. And I also think this reminds me that sometimes a movie can just be a movie on the background on a bar TV with subtitles or without subtitles, and you can still enjoy it.
Guys, it's gonna get worse though.
This somewhere on a TV that is connected to 2012 cable. This movie is still playing on G4.
Yes.
G4. Wow. Yep.
And Attack of the Show is on next.
Bring me back. All right, so we are doing the third movie next month, and we will be following that up with a fourth episode. Now, there are a bunch of Mummy properties. We have the original Mummy in the 30s, Universal property. We have the Tom Cruise one, and then we have some spin-offs, the Scorpion Kings. We talked about at the start of the show that we want to cover that maybe in one big mega episode. We're going to do some homework and divide and conquer this. So, listeners, we want to do this for you. We don't want you to have to watch all these movies, but we want to give you a summary, kind of to be like an end note to this franchise rewatch series. Now, let's talk about who wants to take what.
Okay.
So we have the original Mummies, like the black and white ones.
How many of those?
There's the original, but I'll do some research. There's probably some other spin-offs.
There's some more.
There's some Hammer horror mummies as well that are not official, which
It's all you.
Which is all
It's
me,
very
probably.
you.
Yeah.
It's so you.
We have the Tom Cruise Mummy. Does anybody
Yeah,
want?
I mean that's kind of up my alley.
It does feel.
Is it
like
only one though?
There's only one. There was.
That's
gonna,
probably right on my alley.
Yeah,
That's
there's
actually
only one.
perfect.
The only one you have to do, and then we do have 5 Scorpion King movies. We have the
Cool.
so.
Do you want to split it up?
Mike? Would you want to take like 2?
I think Zach should watch them all.
I think you could take 4 and 5.
What?
I
5 of them? What's
I mean, who,
give me like.
So I'll
did
give
you watch anything? Does
So
anybody know anything about
I
this?
watched all the trailers last night.
Okay.
So the Scorpion King, the first one, The Rock is in it, solo movie.
Cool.
The second movie, Randy Couture, who is an MMA fighter, is the villain.
Okay.
The third and fourth movie, The Scorpion King, is the same actor. The third or fourth one of them, Billy Zane, is one of the villains.
Wait, what?
Yes, Billy Zane is in it.
Billy Zane's in it?
listen to your friend Billy Zane. He's a good guy.
Yes, he's wearing a wig.
It's Arnold Vosloo or whatever his name is.
Yes.
But like with more hair.
With more hair.
I love that.
He's not a mummy. He's just like a warlord.
Oh.
And against Ron Perlman, also in a wig.
Cool.
And then there's a couple other ones.
All right, like what's the runtime are we talking about?
I think they're all under 2 hours. So, Mike, would you want to jump?
You know
in
what,
on
guys?
this? I want to give first right of refusal to Mike to watch a Scorpion King movie.
I will watch a Scorpion King movie.
Okay.
But will you be able to report back adequately on your experience?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I will fall on this sword.
Thank you.
I will fall on this spear. This scepter.
This scepter spear.
If you extended it to spear.
Zach is as Imhotep crowd surfs into the underworld and accepts his fate.
Yeah.
So too, Zach Hall accepts his fate to
I just
watch
agreed to that.
all the Scorpion King movies.
Okay. Okay.
All right, gentlemen, we have our assignments, but first we have the third movie coming up next month. Thank you, listeners. Thank you, viewers. If you've made it this far, bless you. And R.I.P. Imhotep.
R.I.P. Imhotep.
Let's end it this way.
Imhotep.
Imhotep. Imhotep. Imhotep. Imhotep. Imhotep. Imhotep.
Imhotep. Imhotep. Imhotep.